Hey mommies! Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Motherhood Mondays. Yeah! I go by the name of Komatoba Cody, aka Miss Chicks, baby. And thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If it's your first time, welcome to this motherhood journey. Welcome to the conversation. Just don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, guys. And if you are a regular and you've been on this channel and you watch my videos, thank you so very much for your support. Thank you so very much for the love. Don't forget to like at the end of the video, okay? Don't forget to always like at the end of the videos and share as much as you want. Also, don't forget to click on that ringing bell so every time I post a video, you get a notification and letting you know that, we are big. Today, I want to talk about language, right? Okay, rather talking to your child as a grown-up so they understand what you're saying. So we're at a point right now with my kid. He's 2 years old, baby boy. And we are at a stage right now where he's talking Chinese, okay, and I don't understand anything. And I'm talking grown-up language, and sometimes he gets it and sometimes he doesn't get it. So I'm just going to talk about like the importance of talking to your child as a grown-up and him really understanding just what you're saying. So he hears what you say. He hears when people talk to him. He understands what you're saying. But the responding, guys. This kid is on some Chinese tip all the time. Like I really feel like he's talking Chinese because he's on some I can't even imitate him. I can't even like, oh my gosh, I don't understand. Most of the time I don't understand what he's saying, but I love the fact that he's more of a gesture person. So he'll show you what he wants. So if he wants food and you don't understand what he wants, he'll literally take you, pull you, and go show you what he wants. So I talk to him literally grown up in grown up language, right? I don't talk to him like, what do you want, nana, tata, all of that. No, I literally talk to him like a grown up. I talk to him and we have conversations like grown ups because I really feel it's important that kids understand, first of all, the language that we're talking to them in, right? So a lot of the times I also find myself talking to my kid in English, and I'm a Tswana girl. So a lot of times I find myself talking to him in English because I just feel like words in English are much easier to understand and much easier to catch on in as a child instead of like Tswana, Tswana languages and languages that are indeed. I'm not saying I'm not going to allow my child to speak Tswana. I'm not saying that my child is always going to be speaking English. No, he does speak Tswana. He does know that he's Tswana. He does, communicate sometimes in Tswana. Not fully because sometimes, like I said, sometimes I don't understand what he's saying. But even in English, like sometimes he would say something and I don't understand what he's saying. But I really feel like, you know, teaching him Tswana English is much easier for his age to understand and to relate better to what I'm saying than in Tswana, because Tswana is a bit, I feel like it's a bit difficult for kids to understand when they're at that age. So I'm just taking it slowly but surely, guys. I'm so sweating, but don't worry, we're taking it slowly. And one step at a time. Eventually at some point I'm gonna want him to speak Tswana fluently, and I'm gonna want him to understand Tswana. I mean, he's half Tswana, he's half Xhosa. I don't know Xhosa, but he's also gonna have to learn that as well. He's also gonna have to learn that language as well. But yeah, I'm just at this point. I just feel like it's time that we have real conversations with kids. Like, don't talk to your kid like they're babies anymore. I mean, they're babies, but talk to them like a grown up. Talk to them in words that they can understand, or in words that you want them to understand. Because I also realized that my child expresses himself a lot, so he likes talking, but he talks Chinese, and sometimes I don't understand. So it's for me. It is like I said. It's easier for me to kind of teach him, words in English first, and then later on in Tswana. But I tend to find that sometimes he does grab words in Tswana and says them, but not in the right exact way. So yeah, like, guys, talking to your kids as a grown-up, talking to your kids with like adult language is very important. because that also helps them to develop. That also helps them to develop, their minds, and to also develop their language. So yeah, man, like I've been doing this teaching thing I've been doing this teaching thing with my kids ever since he was born. He hasn't been to crèche yet. He hasn't been to kindergarten yet. He hasn't been to daycare yet. So for the past 2 years, it's just been me and him. I've been the one teaching him. I've been the one showing him, how to talk, and teaching him to talk basically, and to express himself. So I think at this point, I think I'm doing a really good job. I think I've done a really good job, because I do understand what he's saying. I do. He does understand what I'm saying. Most of the time he does understand what I'm saying, and I don't understand literally a lot of the times what he's saying, but I love that he's a very gestured person, if that is even a word. If he wants something, he'll hold you, or he'll pull you and go show you what he wants. So I'm really glad. I don't even know where he learned that, because I don't think I taught him that, but he picks certain things up. So I think I'm raising a smart kid. So proud. I think I'm raising a really smart kid. So yeah, guys, just talk to your kids and have proper conversations with them, and have like adult talk to them like adults, because I feel like these kids are really smart. These kids of today, like, I feel like they're really smart, and they're smarter than like what we were. How they're more smarter than like how smart than we were. Ooh, English is running away, guys. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. So guys, that is all that I have for you right here on this video. Please, again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to share as much as you want. So yeah, man, thank you so much for tuning in yet once again. And tell your friends about this, okay? So we can go on this motherhood journey together, guys. This is a community. This is all about love. This is all about loving motherhood. So yeah, click on that subscribe button, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. From me, Makodi, aka Miss Chicks, baby. I'm out. Remember, stay fabulous, mommies. Ew.